Tell me some of the things that I wanted to talk to you about was around another few tips on well-being and wellness that you think would be useful to people.
Well-being and wellness. Okay, so I definitely believe in meditating early in the morning because, well, throughout the day, there are different energies that can affect you. And so in the morning, ideally before the sun rises, but before the sun rises is when you've still got the calming effect of the moon. And so your mind is a lot more rested. Your mind is fresh because you've just woken up, but also you haven't been affected by the world is still asleep. Like a lot of people are still asleep. And so you don't have that much energy around you. And so I feel if your mind is calmer and the sun hasn't risen, the sun actually brings about the energy of doing and going and getting things done. Whereas before the sun rises, if you're able to meditate, then you actually will get a deeper, more focused meditation in the morning. Another lifestyle tip I'd give is using a tongue scraper. Like that is so important. In Western culture, it's not normal to use a tongue scraper. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's literally so simple. It's like a copper or a metal rod type thing, which has
It's like a U shape.
Like a U shape that you can basically you scrape off all the. It sounds gross, but you scrape off all the toxins off your tongue in the morning and in the evening. You can use it when you brush your teeth, and actually if you end up swallowing those toxins, that can be the beginning of the toxins building up in your body. And so using a tongue scraper is an Ayurvedic must. Like you have to use a tongue scraper. You can get it off Amazon, you can get it everywhere. It's just a really simple thing to avoid toxins building up in your body. And did you say one more?
Yeah.
One more health tip or lifestyle tip I would recommend: sleeping early. There's so much normal science behind it, but even just to get good amount of sleep before 12 o'clock. I've read so much about it, but it really does rejuvenate you. The quality of sleep that you get is so different compared to sleeping really late and doing it on a regular basis. It reduces your immune system. It makes you really groggy in the morning. I find that and if I have too many late nights for a long period of time, it really affects my immunity. Like I know I'm going to get unwell or I'm going to catch a cold. And so sleeping early is also, if you can, there are lots of people who can't because of jobs, but if you can sleep early, eat in the afternoon, wake up early, that's like the ideal situation. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, no, really practical tips. I think those are things that anyone and everyone can do.
Incorporate,
I love those because they're just so universal. Mm-hmm. It's not going to take someone a huge lifestyle change. It's not going to cost anything. No. Like it's totally free to do all of these things. Yep. You don't have to learn a lot. Like there's nothing to research. Like, and I know that you have, because you are a dietitian and a nutritionist by qualification and by going to university, etc. So I do know that everything that you speak about is highly researched and focused, but I love how good you are at making it so simple and so easy to understand. And obviously if you want more tips, etc., you can go follow Radhi after this and find out more about what she's posting about regularly. I want you to tell me about why did health become so important to you? Because I know this for a fact that I really always focused on my mental health and my mind. And for a long time, mastering my mind was like one of my biggest focuses. And that's where I spent a lot of my life. And when I married Radhi, she was very much focused not only on the mind, but on the body more. And when I say body, I don't just mean in looking aesthetically good, I mean feeling good, being active, being genuinely healthy beyond size or shape or any of that stuff. And that's really helped me in my personal life. I know for a fact that I eat better, I exercise more, I take care of myself physically because of you. And so I want you to tell me why you started to find health so important. And then I want you to tell me a bit about your perspective on body shape, size, and our addiction to looking a certain way as opposed to feeling a certain way.
Health became a really important part of my life because, I grew up fairly overweight. And at the beginning, it was a lot more to do with changing the shape of my body. I really wanted to lose weight, and at that time, I knew I didn't want to do anything too extreme. Like I because I did my nutrition degree, I understood and I'd heard a lot about how yo-yo dieting can really affect your metabolism. And so for me, I didn't want to do the extremes of like eating barely anything to then trying to get back to a normal diet, which I know I've seen people that they've done that and it ends up making you put on even more weight afterwards and hard to lose weight after that. So I really wanted a healthy, sustainable way of doing that. And so I mean, at the beginning it was at college, and it was, at university, and I started just cooking for me and my friends a lot at university because I lived out. And yeah, it was, to be honest, I kind of just fell into it through the nutrition degree. I ended up learning a lot more about it. So I started cooking a lot more vegetables. And I mean, I grew up vegetarian. And so my diet was also predominantly based on lentils and pulses and vegetables and, you know, all the Indian spices and flavors. And so, yeah, that's where this beginning of my health journey started, was to lose weight. And then, like I said, when I came into Ayurveda and I started understanding that, it just grew my passion for it a lot more. But the inspiration for it was definitely through weight loss. But I knew I didn't want to do it in an unhealthy way. And body image. I think that's something, growing up, I always thought that to be healthy, a good image of health was, my image of my own health was based on other people's body shape or body size. And looking around at everybody around me, I always used to think that, okay, for me to be healthy, I needed to be slim, like I needed to be very skinny. And as I've grown up and I've been through my ups and downs with my weight and with my journey of health, I really realized that actually I've got to this point, and when I feel the best, like my version of health is when my organs feel like they're working at its best, when my skin feels incredible, when my digestion feels great, when my hair, my nails, you know, all the indicators that I feel represent good health, that I've learned is good health, when those things are happening, and also when my mind feels good. Like, when do I feel at my most comfortable? Is it when I'm a specific body shape, or is it when I'm working out and I feel great about it? Or am I struggling to get myself to the gym because of the goal that I have? Like, I feel fine if my goal is to lose weight, then for me it's been really difficult to sustain it, and because I want to eat, like I really enjoy eating. I really enjoy eating different foods and having a great balance in life. And so for me it became more about how I feel and how my whole body feels in different ways, rather than it being an indication of different body sizes and body shape. And I mean, I love getting into shape. Like I love working out, and it's part of my day, part of my routine on a daily basis. And I don't believe that either end of the weight spectrum is healthy. There are health conditions associated to both. But I have realized that body trends change all the time. Like, you know, there's going to be a different body shape that's in fashion next week and the week after that and the month after that and the year after that. But if I am constantly trying to change my shape according to that, I'm not sure that that's what health means. Like, there's so much more to what being healthy means than just body shape and body size. And so, yeah, I think that's what it means to me. I mean, I've struggled with it growing up, but at the moment now, after being through so much on that journey, I really feel like that's what health means to me. And that's where I feel the happiest, when I'm thinking about health in that way.
Yeah, I love that answer. It's so true. I grew up, because I grew up overweight as well. When I lost weight for the first time, I believed that being skinny or being slim was health. And then when I realized that it definitely wasn't, because I went through my own health challenges, I was just like, oh wow, like health doesn't mean just not eating fatty foods, like, which is really as basic and simplistic as my knowledge was for so long. And so hearing you say that, obviously having you coach me in my life every day is amazing. I really value it. It's changed my life for sure in terms of how I feel and what I eat and what I do and how I use my time. So thank you so much. And definitely if you follow Radhi afterwards, you'll find so many great insights and more expert thoughts and practices that I think are genuine and they're practical for all of us. And that's what I love about them, that what she's saying works for everyone, they're universal, and it's not about getting a specific goal externally, it's about getting a specific goal internally.
And I don't think there's anything, I think it's incredible if someone wants to change that. Like, I think it's incredible if someone has a goal of what they want their body to be.
Sure.
But all I'm trying to say is that I don't think just body shape is an indication of health, which
Correct.
I feel is seen as health in a lot of ways. Like a lot of fitness pages or a lot of exercise pages, they show most of the body shapes are similar. They are in a specific form, in a specific shape. And I just think it's incredible how beautifully unique everybody's body is. And it's like, that is the beauty of the world, that everybody is so beautiful and everyone is so unique in their own way, that why should everybody be aspiring for the same body shape? Why can't we all have our own individual shape and that be the beauty of it? because trends change, like face trends change, body trends change, the way we speak changes, our slang changes constantly. I just think everything's changing so much that if we try and just focus on who we want to be and change according to our own motivation rather than other people's view or how we see other people, that will make a big difference to our mental state as well. Amazing. Which is a journey I'm still going on, guys. I'm kind of saying it for myself. It's a pep talk for me, but yeah.
If you want even more videos like this one, click on the boxes over here. Now, I'm really excited to let you know that you can now pre-order my new book, Think Like a Monk, and you can click here right now to do that. Pre-order it today.